So I put some of my top mainstream brands in a battle against each other. We're gonna do a this or that, do some details, and then we're gonna try them at the end. Don't wanna miss it. All right guys, so we're gonna do a this or that video today, and I'm gonna make mine a little bit more elaborate. So I'm gonna do mainstream brands, got one off or a limited or a slightly limited edition of each bottle, and then kind of go into some more detail about each one, okay? So without further ado, here we go.
Bardstown or Peerless?
So I'm gonna take Peerless, and here's why. So this is gonna be a single barrel. This is going to be, Peerless is going to be sweet mash. This is going to be a higher rye bourbon. Really, really enjoy this one. It's gonna be a little bit more sweeter and spicy on this. Also, the bottles are just beautiful. Not that I don't like this. So this is gonna be a 4-grain from Bardstown. This was a one-off single barrel that they did, experimental, and it tastes like limoncello. But Peerless, you can't go wrong with that. That's always gonna have a more special place in my heart.
All right, next up, Peerless or Rebel?
It's a hard one, but I'm not a weeder fan as much. This is probably one of the best weeders I've had. It's a Rebel 10-year specifically. It's gonna be a very good brand, but I'm still gonna stick with the Peerless.
Peerless or Jack Daniels?
This is the tough one. So this is the Jack Daniels, the Blue Label, the Heritage barrels. This is charred and toasted. This is one of my favorite bottles, period, of all time. So it's probably gonna be hard to beat this one. 100 proof, we're gonna go with Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels or Larceny?
It's not even a tough one. I do enjoy Larceny. I think it's a good weeder. So this is the barrel proof, but it's not gonna be the Jack Daniels toasted. Jack
Daniels or Maker's Mark?
Maker's Mark is not great for me. Sometimes they have some good ones. They have some good one-offs. So this is it's a private select, it's a store pick. I do remember this being very caramel vanilla, but this is not, again, weeders are just not going to compete for me like a Tennessee whiskey does, especially the square Jack Daniels bottles. So Makers, gotta go.
Jack Daniels or Russell's Reserve?
Now this is a good matchup. So Russell's and Turkey, that's one of my favorite overall brands, and these private selects from them are phenomenal. They're always good. I mean, each one's gonna be a little bit different, but I've never had a bad one. I've never even had something that's below good for the Russells. But damn, that Jack Daniels bottle, it's just really good. I hate to say this, but I'm gonna pick the Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels or Knob Creek?
Okay, so this is not just any Knob Creek. This is a 14.5-year single barrel store pick. So this was before they started doing 12, 15, and 18-year Knob Creek. Your store picks were however old. So 14.5-year, I actually used this in the Given Barrel flight I did. This is deep, dark tobacco, forest floor. It's still that kind of classic Jim Beam profile. This is a very good bottle. Whew, this is a tough one. A little bit sweeter and toastier, which I do love, but if I had to describe what whiskey and bourbon should be, it'd be this Knob Creek, so I'm gonna take this one.
Knob Creek or Old Forester?
So these are really controversial. Sometimes these are hitters and sometimes they're not. This one particularly is pretty good for me. I do like it. I like Old Forester a lot, but it's just not gonna be able to hold up to this super special Knob Creek.
Knob Creek, Four Roses.
All right, so Four Roses, my first favorite brand. They had everything you want in bourbon. They got the sweetness, they got the spice, they got a little bit of the floral, they got the caramels and the darkness, and especially these single barrel strengths. It's also a store pick. So really cool, really great bottle, and I would drink this any day of the week. I don't think it's gonna compete with this Knob Creek though.
Knob Creek or Elijah Craig?
So I'm not a huge Elijah Craig fan. I think they do good stuff, not great stuff. Some of their higher end, more allocated, special release, private, whatever, are pretty good. I actually like their rye a lot more than I like their bourbon. Heaven Hill for me is just kind of like right there. It's just kind of standard. I don't go crazy about Heaven Hill products. I think they're good, they're not great. Knob Creek, not even close.
Knob Creek, Eagle Rare.
This is a really good one too. Okay, so this is gonna be similar for the Jack Daniels on me. This Eagle Rare 12-year is one of the sweetest, most delicate bourbons I've ever had, but still has a touch of that dark spice. Man, that's a really, really good bottle. If I was stranded on a desert island and I could only have one of these bottles for the rest of my life, I think I'd still have to pick the Knob Creek, but now it's a close one. That's a close one.
Knob Creek or Stag?
Knob Creek. Stag, I've had probably 10 different Stags. This one, and some are really good. This one particularly is just really, really hot for me. It doesn't have a lot of flavor to go with it. It's just a bunch of heat. So it's now some of the best stags I've ever had compared to this. You're talking a good battle there, but this one, particularly the one that I have, this is a 23C. It was just hot for me. It really wasn't a lot of flavor. So Knob Creek, clear winner there. The Jack Daniels is the only one that would even be able to compare with this Knob Creek. So, but I think I'm gonna go with Knob Creek for my winner.
All right, Knob Creek, still Austin.
Okay, so I think these are gonna be a little similar profiles. I do get a lot of dark, sweet tobacco on this. This is gonna have a little bit more of a heat note. This is particularly the barrel strength version, which is hard to find in Tennessee. You probably will never see this, but really good drink. I get like dark cherry cola, tobacco, and heat. I'm not a super big fan of the heat note. Again, similar profiles, but this is gonna be a little bit better for me.
Knob Creek, the ultimate turkey.
Okay, so really cool bottle. You've probably seen me do this one before. So this is actually a blend of all the Wild Turkey products. So what they're doing with this is they're taking, again, just finished bottles of Wild Turkey products, 101, Rare Breed, putting them into an X Weller foolproof barrel, taking that out, and then putting it into an X Eagle Rare barrel. So you're getting a little bit of age on each one of them. So it is like a true buff turkey product. Really, really, really good. It's taken two of my favorite brands. Don't tell anybody I said I like Buffalo Trace, but taking two of my favorite brands, kind of combining them. Oh. For the sake of the video, let's go with the Turkey Trace on that one.
Turkey Trace, 1792.
Okay, so this foolproof version of 1792 is a really good bottle. I always compare this to Stag. I think Stag is a little bit better as far as the flavor profile and the quality, but this is only like a $50, $60 bottle. It's foolproof and it's really freaking good. So definitely a really good bottle, but I'll take the Turkey Trace over that.
Turkey Trace or Penelope?
Okay, so Penelope, American Light Whiskey. This is the 15-year version. If they just came out with the 17 and the 18 recently. One of this, just the stupidest bottles I've ever had. Like it just so good. It reminds me of like a spicy cream corn. Very, 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 very sweet, a little bit of spice, really high proof. Big fan of light whiskey, and especially Penelope in general as a brand. If I had to pick between these two, I would definitely pick this American Light Whiskey. Okay, so I was really interested to see, because I feel like all those bottles I was to win would probably be a different thing on a different day. So I really want to just see what my brain actually thinks without looking at the label. All right, so number one, go to the nose first. Sweet earthy tobacco on that. If I had to pick, if I was betting, I'd bet that's the Wild Turkey product. That's the Buff Turkey. A little bit lighter. That one's really sweet. Okay, here we go. On the palate. Yeah, sweet. Not caramel and sugars, but like a dark sweet tobacco. A little bit of earthy. Touch of dry. Let's go. I'm just gonna pick a winner. Much sweeter. More caramels. Really sugary sweet on the palate. I like that one. That one more than that one. This is a lot darker. The sweetness is still there. A lot more darkness, complexity. That is a deep, dark sweet. That's a thick, rich caramel. I like that. Palate sweeter too. Got a little bit more spice. I'm gonna take this one over that one as well. And that is just golden sweetness right there. That's really good. This is the sweetest one on the nose by far. That's it, and that's the light whiskey. Am I correct? This is Penelope?
That's Penelope.
Yeah, that's pretty unmistakable. The sweetness and the spice, and it has an aftertaste. I'm trying to make, I don't want to say make this sound unappealing. It's almost a medicinal aftertaste. It's like alcohol. It tastes like high alcohol content, which obviously, but like it has a sweet alcohol taste on the back end of it. Super sweet, super spicy, not as complex. 3 was a lot more complex. Was this the Knob Creek?
That's turkey.
This was the turkey. Okay, and this was Knob Creek?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and then this was the Jack Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
I can get the Tennessee nose off of that now. Yeah, I remember this being really, and it probably is really, really sweet, but compared to these other ones. So yeah, winner, really close second, close third, and kind of a distant fourth, to be honest. So yeah, Penelope, got it right.
That followed your track with in the video.
It did, it sure did, yeah.